I think now you can hear me. It was glitched. I was saying a lot of shit on Discord, but it wasn't a thing, because I'm quickly going to fix that, because I will be BRB with you guys. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, Leclerc has invalidated this lap, so his lap time will not count, of course. As we have a full grid for today, we'll see. And yesterday also until 1 we had 19 drivers, a couple are reserving, but that happens sometimes. Some people are reserving, some others are not. As I don't know if, yeah, I'm quickly, nobody has set a lap yet of many. A lot of people are busy on track right now. Ruben is, some people are sending purples, some people are validated, and Jacob is, I think, the first. No, it's Lexi with a 138.7. I think Jacob is next cross line will go faster with almost 8 tenths, 27, as Sven goes fastest with a 37.9. Sven returning to the grid after a long time. I see return taking, it keeps on draining. Now we are now in the 36s. As the rest, Charleston with a 1 in the 160. I'm just gonna grab the fast lap with Ruben with 140, Alfie with 138.0. So the times are different, but remember, the wet is where talent shows. And if you know the line here, and you know if you practice it, you know it. But I think if you have a wet setup, which isn't the smartest thing to do, which CJ goes 37.8, but IC is by far the quickest with a 1.2 second gap compared to the rest. Ruben having a very shocker lap. I think he will go again actually. If yeah, he is on another hot lap. He is winning 1.2 seconds already. So the track, I think it's already, no, it's still raining, but he is gaining. So that is good as well. I'm dealing some stuff with the Discord right now. This track is very beautiful, very fast. A lot of drivers like it as well, as the one Mercedes drivers goes 134.1, as Gaming Zil is a 138.7. As we'll see what the rest will do. Stefan Boy is also out. Leclerc is in the pit lane. Finn is in the pit lane. Car and RB is also still in the pit lane. They were probably gonna do it, gonna make the dry runs. As it stopped raining now currently, as we're running aboard. Yeah, the rain has stopped. So we can see, we'll probably see some dry laps coming as Ruben improves a lot, but he doesn't have any ERS left. But don't expect the drivers to go out on softs currently. Ruben going very deep in Stowe corner, so that will probably cost him. His teammate is behind him. So, and Alfie dives into the pit lane, so it's done. Marmalade will 137.0, so the truck is drying up. We'll see what Ruben will do. Of course, line will go, and it will be a 138.7. Not much of a little bit of improvement, but not too much. So the rest will Skarna B is letting the drivers pass. Hans out lap, Top G is in the lap again. Lewis is waiting for his teammate to go into the pit. JZ is out. Took pole. Is a very good qualifier. He has a very good qualifying pace. He lacks a little bit in the race pace, but JC is one of the drivers you don't expect to be. He's he's an underdog. Let's just say he's had some good pace. He's driven Tier 1 before the league was very big, so we had some. As JC goes purple sector 2 on his out lap, on his in lap. So track is definitely drying up. So expect the soft tires to be put on the cars, as I think almost everyone is out. And as I'm removing my pedals because I was practicing Miami, because I have a race there. Steffi Boy with 137.1, so that's his time. As these are currently times we have on board. We have 6 drivers who haven't set a lap time yet, and the rest still need to set. And hello to the rest of people in my call, to Hellraiser and Black Lung. Yeah. I think you can very softly hear them on the stream because they are on different platforms. I am on PlayStation, they are both on PC, so you will not hear me. No, you do not say it because you will hear it. Bitch. As CJ is currently the one driving in on his in lap. As Silverstone is, of course, the birthplace of Formula One, as it is actually known as Old Navy, Old Airbase from World War II. As those are the basic facts. As Lewis Hamilton also has the most, as Marble left this session. He said I think he disqueued, because normally it would say retire from session if you retired his car. Ruben has improved again. He's now in the 137.2, so that's a very good improvement for him. But I think the rest, Sven is also already on the sauce, but is that too quickly? We'll watch with him on board. He's already flying through Cup's corner. No! Perfect, DRS is enabled. So the drivers, so Sven is now out on the soft tires. I think if we go quickly look at the tires, most of them are, as Leclerc and Finn are also out now. No, Leclerc's still in the pit lane, so he will probably get out in a second. One of the Mercedes drivers is on the softs, and IC is also out on the soft. JC goes fast, 35.3, but that's on the inter tire and with DRS for a straight. So expect the times to be a lot quicker than that. We're probably going to be in the 127.26s for most drivers, maybe a 128 for those who are not the fastest. As you know, Tier 3 has been abandoned in this league due to some issues we had with drivers not really giving us what we wanted. Tier 3 will come back eventually with Tier 2, with an F2 mode or custom teams. We're still going to be discussing that, but expect that to be running around, maybe even if you guys are lucky, around after Spa, after the season break. So drivers can drive there, and we have some more space left. Tier 3 will be different, so the people from higher tiers can drive in. We're gonna base it from Tier 2 and Tier 3 drivers can drive there. We're gonna make it so the levels are a little bit the same. We're not gonna put any really fast drivers in other cars, so we'll have 2 cars for example. So we'll see what we will do there, as drivers can make their own custom teams if that's the thing. And we'll see if Sven will ride on board with Sven, also known as Sebastian in this case, because that's his father. He stole his placing count, which we all did as kids. I mean, I did the same, because I was too lazy and didn't know how to make an email, so that's the thing. As Sven going through Aarhus should keep it in 7 gear, because you lose a lot of time. He downshifted, but keep it in 7 going through Cup's corner, and it really depends on your driving style, how you want to drive this track. It's very tricky, very fast flowing, as also very challenging, as we can see here. Sven going wide a little bit in Cups. He's got dirty air from the V-Cup in front of him. It's purple sector 2 though, with those many wide corners. I will invite you in a moment, Mr. Melabin. I don't know, still don't know how to say your name. It's gonna go in Marble. As Sven goes very deep on the brakes, but there's a V-Cup in his way. I don't know who that is. It looks like Lewis or Lexi. It was Lewis. 35 for Sven. That is still, I think, 3 seconds of a pole time will be eventually, but it's drying up rapidly. So expect the tires. As Lexi is on the softs, he is improving a lot. Marble is joined back. As Finn goes to 34, Lewis is on the inter. So that is pretty impressive for him, but. We'll see what the rest will do, as I think, Alfie will 128.1 is a lot quicker, but we'll see what Lexi will do. He is very quick around this pace. It's not good enough for pole, it's good enough for P2 at the moment. Alfie putting it back on the top spot after not being on top in qualifying for a long time, since Austria actually in the league. As the rest will probably start to improve a little also as well. Steffi is now out on this lap. Ruben is out on his out lap. As we also see, I think Zil is also with the right board here. Previous McLaren driver in Tier 3. And I see 27.5. That's a very good lap time for him. As we got Zil, what we will do, P4 for him eventually, 26.5. As the rest will line up, as I said, usually Steffi is still on his lap. I think I want to perspect it with somebody else, as Banner Day has an validation. We'll see someone else climbing. I think that was that is Leclerc with 27.7. Very good. Also good lap for him. Leclerc also a very valid driver. Quite impressive driver. Sadly having not the best luck with keeping the car on track with track limits and everything else. So I quickly go look at Connor B and Cloudy and Top G, and the sun comes shining down in Silverstone here in England. So Alfie currently P3, very good progress for him, but the main man I'm looking for is Jacob, of course. He's starting his lap now, as Jacob, the main driver of Tier 2. And the shocking news is he will move from Red Bull to Williams after Spa. The deal has been made, the contract has been signed, as also Alfie will be leaving McLaren as Steffi climbs to P2 with a 27.6. Will leave McLaren and stop racing and become team principal of Ferrari after not having the time to race. Jacob Fast in sector 1 as it stands right now. So that's sad to see Alfie, it's pretty cringe to say, but one of the OGs in this league, since Tier 2 has dropped, has not missed, I think, a single race. Only race he hasn't driven was Imola, because he wasn't in the league, but every other race he's driven before, for Williams or for McLaren, but sadly, the other time he will be stopping racing as CJ goes fast for 127.2, but track is evolving. Jacob currently cooking low-key, but he has a slipstream from, I think that's Sebastian in front of him. I think it is Sebastian, his old teammate helping his old teammates helping each other out as Jacob. That may be a little bit team games, there may be in a voice call, but who cares? It's allowed to give slipstream now, as long as you're not screwing each other lap. 26, we're on the 26th already. 26.7 is the lap time, but Jacob needs to hurry back to send another lap time. But remember, times are improving. Cloudy Popcorn is now in the top 5. But the rest still need to set a proper lap time, because remember, Ruben needs to set a lap. Kobe is now currently on the out lap, as Connor B still needs to set a lap. And Charlester, as he called himself the Swiss Rocket once. I mean, he has the most race wins in Tier 3, I believe. So that's a very, very good point for him. He's a very talented driver. Deserved his promotion to Tier 2. Same goes for Connor B. New Aston Martin drivers, as Leclerc left and went to the Scuderia of Ferrari. As also Eddie, one of the... we still have the full grid. We have a lot of drivers, which I love to see. Not 2 tiers at the moment. I find very good and I think somebody moved places. I don't know who. I think it was Jay-Z. Yeah, it was Jay-Z. He went ahead of Alfie, who's now down to P. But I think of course Jacob is the fastest, but I think maybe a Steffi boy or maybe an Icy could snatch pole. Chark is also pretty rapid recently. He has improved a lot over the season, because remember, first when he dropped to Tier 2, I believe, it wasn't necessarily too quick, and now he's clearly found his pace after winning in Spain. Tier 2 is it's pretty been dominated by Jacob so far after winning 3 races with I think we have Icy winning 1 race in Bahrain and the Charker winning in the rain in Spain, as rain is forecasted to happen in mid-race again, as it was in season 1. So we'll see what happened, as DJ won previous round Silverstone for his debut for McLaren. Yet the last McLaren victory we've seen in Vgpr, if we're not including Tier 3, because I think Godzilla won in Austria, but that race was cancelled, so we're not be counting that. As other drivers will be out, as Carnaby is out, but the final laps will be set. As Steffi Boy is also out on his out lap. JC is gonna drive again. I think he cannot pit and go out again because he doesn't have the time. Because the minimum out lap is around the 140, but I think he will stay out and he will set his lap. Ruben will also be he's way back. That's Alfie. As Cloudy Popcorn is out of the session, I think he DNF'd. If he DNF'd in pit lane, that's fine. But if he did not DNF, that is against his finish out track. He did DNF in pit lane, so that's good. Alfie is on the out lap. He has a Ferrari in front of him. I think that's Leclerc. So it's not Kobe. So that's good for him, because these two don't have the best relationship in the Discord at all. Especially if it is in the micro server, they like torturing each other. But as we will go on, as the final laps will be set, Alfie 4/10 improvement for him. That's a very good improvement. A lot on the curb. I need to grab a map of the corners. I cannot remember them all. It's very annoying. But we'll see what will happen as the top 3 are also out on their out laps as it speaks. Steffi is also, I think we have a Ferrari driving slowly. That is Leclerc. I probably has gotten a validation. He has not. Oh no, I think it's Kobe. Yeah, that's Kobe. Kobe has a validation, and we'll see what will happen. I think Leclerc is the first of many. Leclerc invalidated, so he will need to go again. He has 25 seconds to make it to the flag. As Alfie has a slipstream in front of him from Leclerc. Leclerc needs to let him by because Alfie's on the hot lap. He will. And we'll see what will happen. As we see also, I think Conaby crossing the line. We'll see what he will do. We'll keep riding on board with Alfie as we speak. We see one of the Aston Martins beginning their lap. No improvement. The rest are beginning their lap. Jacob is still behind. Jacob will not make it to the line. Jacob is out of, and Alfie climbs to P2 with 127.4. We see JC 27.3 as we'll ride on board with the rest. Steffi is also on the lap still. I think it's one of the next. I think that was one of the Aston Martins. I think it's gonna be across the line. 20 in the 26s as well. Currently personal P2 for him. As we see the rest coming through. I think one of the Vgprs is that. Hold up, I need to get the. Is that Lexi? No, it's not Lexi. No, it was Lewis. Lewis 27.0. As Lexi, I think is the next. No, it's the next across the line. It's a great chaos with everything. Me and Miyasek has worked, and it is worked. 26.6 for Lexi. He's in front of Jacob. As we speak, Jacob will not get pulled, but maybe his teammate will. Maybe one of the Alpines as well. I think is that Godzilla? Who's crossing the line now? As Finn stays P16. As Sven has not set another lap. He's not. He's done. Charlester is also still busy, but I think Gaming Zero is also busy. Top G has finished P12. IC is still busy with a lap. Watson with him. Former Alpine driver. Now in the Red Bull. Takes a lot of inside curb in the last corner, and that's not good. I think IC ruined his lap time. And I think that will be a fact for him. Yeah, P6 for him. Just behind Alfie as Gaming is just the last person to set a lap time, but he's not setting faster laps. He's at 36. As we have Lexi on pole, and his first pole position in the league, I think. Yeah, Lexi on pole. I did not expect this to happen, but hey. Also, very good qualifying for Alfie, coming P5 after not having the best qualifying pace. Steffi didn't improve, I think. The top 4 of the Brits, they're all 4 and 7, and we have Ruben down at P11. Leclerc not setting a better lap time, 127.7, very very bad for him. Starting P14 with his teammate behind the P16, as Swen and Marble has not set a better lap time than post dry conditions, but we'll see. As we will go to the race. As if I ever get bored, I have some good old food here for me to entertain myself. So that's the thing. Yeah, Helly boy. You can speak more if you want. You can interrupt me, I don't mind. You're a very nice, sweet guy. Uses. As the formation lap is on the way, as we will see, this grid is normally what isn't. See, as we see Steffi lag behind on the grid, as gonna be P3 as well as the grid. You will see Vgpr having a very good qualifying position, getting pole, as Vgpr is very dangerously close, I think, to Red Bull. As we will go in the construction standings real quick. Yeah, Vgpr is not really that close, 34 points behind after Kota, because Austria has not been done yet. Because some people have very busy jobs and very busy lives, so they cannot complete standings every so often. But I think If you ever wanna. But yes, shit will go and shit will be done. But yes, as 26 laps will be here around Silverstone, the estimated race length. Yes, Jesus Christ, I see everything in chat once. I don't know what happened there, but we'll see. Yeah, the grid will line up. Some people are driving more slowly. It's Ruben actually who's driving very slowly. I don't know why. He's holding up the pack. If he's on the EI, that could be penalized. So just letting you know, if you're on the EI, you will get a time penalty because it's not allowed at all in this league. It's basically cheating because keeping your tires warm. As yeah, the top 5 are already out the grid. That's literally Marble and Swen are still going through. Yeah, going on a hanger straight. As Lexi parks his car. And the rest still going through Stowe. So it's going to be difficult for Lexi to keep his tires warm as the rest are parking up. All equally, very slowly. As Tier 1 is also going to be, was a chaotic race with and the final lap as JC is lagging really hard. I hope that will not affect other drivers, as we'll see what will happen at the start, as the rest will form upon the grid. And Kobe's been disqueued as Marble and the rest will line up on the grids. And I'm still waiting for the signal as 5 red lights will go on for 26 laps around Silverstone, the home birthplace of Formula 1. It's lights out and away we go as we see Kobe cutting across the track as Lewis has Lex has a very good start and the rest as well. And Lewis is on the inside of Carnaby. We see Ruben going wide in the background, one of the McLarens. Nobody doesn't go against you and Jacob tries to go down the inside of the V-Carb. It stays clean. Ruben is a little bit wide at the end as front of the V-Carbs as well. Carnaby is falling back, is fighting with Lewis as Jacob is trying to defend, is trying to attack. I put the wrong keynote as Carnaby is spun. I don't know what Carnaby is falling back as Ruben has a 3-6 type for cutting corners as Jason and Top Gear are fighting for P8 currently. So we'll see what happens as Alfie is trying to make a place on Carnaby as we see Top G and Lewis and the Shark are fighting. Icy stays the same position as we see and the Top G have a very amazing start coming up to P. A very good start now up to P13. So we'll keep driving with the guys in the top of the table as we speak. Needed to get past Lexi. He does not. Lexi used a little bit of his battery already, but Jacob going through as I think the most of the tires on the top are on the softer compound of tire. And Alfie and Asya on the mediums. It's Carnaby and Alfie! Oh, I think Alfie got spun around. Yeah, I think Alfie got hit by somebody. I don't know what happened there. Alfie now down to P16. He needs to drive a comeback race. Lewis as well. Lewis is also down. I think Carnaby made a stupid move. I think that's the thing. Oh, chaos at the back as Top G spins around. And I think Carnaby is driving like a madman right now. Swan's now up in the top 10 as we speak. It's Carnaby is driving like a madman, I think. CJ getting past the Aston Martin driver. I don't know what happened there, but was not paying attention. But I think he drove something off. He drove something off the track as Lexi and Jacob just drive away with each other. It's Carnaby. Steffi is now behind Carnaby as we speak. But yeah, I don't know what happened at the back with Alfie and Lewis though. Once you see the pit stop service here, but it will be a two-stopper because there's rain coming. As Lewis is falling back, he's even ghosting. His Wi-Fi is not doing too good. But we'll see what will happen. As Carnaby is fighting now really hard, but Steffi boy is now past CJ and he has DRS. Carnaby as well. CJ probably made a mistake, and Charker is now falling back. And he's now down to P7, losing place to Leclerc, trying to keep it on the inside. It does not work as Ruben is making a place also in the background. But he already has a time penalty for being pushed wide, I believe. Yeah, we all know the pit stop. It's made. Oh, and Charleston. And we see there Williams going a little bit off track. I think it was Sebastian. Lewis. Oh my god, carnage on the main straight. Cloudy lost his rear. I think same with Finn. Does anyone have any damage? I don't think so. No, I think everyone's clear. Thank God, as Finn doesn't, Bendosik and Sven and Alfie make contact. It's complete carnage there. But we'll focus on the top as Jacob gets past Lexi. As the midfield, they are fighting for their lives for the final point positions. But it will stay as it stays. But Sven is now was P9, now down to P16 again. The places has changed a lot. But I don't know what happened in the start of the race with in going into lap 1 and then the last couple corners. I don't know what happened there, but we'll see. Carnaby is holding up the rest of the pack, and Lexi and Jacob just driving away with this one. Because Carnaby, he's charging his ERS, but he's just losing it. So, Lexi gets past Jacob for the lead, but we'll see what Steffi will do. He gets past. As same goes for Icy. Down the inside they go. Steffi lost his rear a little bit. Yeah, he went off track. As Leclerc TP's through. I don't know what happened there, but Leclerc up to P4. As nice. This is some better battles we'll see. But not the best start for Lewis and Alfie. Yeah, McLaren's both fighting in the background. I don't know if Ruben lost the places. So we see Mercedes driving in the background, going off track. So Alfie now we're up to 13, but the rain will change a bunch. But Alfie will go longer on those medium tires, but the softs maybe better choice, just because it's easier to pull away somebody. So Leclerc is getting a little bit of time on Lexi, as we see 2/10s, as the lobby is lagging a bit, as we have this beautiful overhead shot here with Alfie, and I think that's Cloudy going to Cup's corner. But I still don't know what happened in lap 1. But I think it was contact. I think it was gonna be maybe doing a stupid move or some other driver. It's ruining us another 3-second time penalty. There's now 6 seconds. He has. Oh, what the hell? Wait. Icy is getting past, and also same goes for Jacob. He's fighting with Lexi currently. I see some very good battles. We see here both of the drivers, Slovak versus the French, in the sister team and the better team. Vcar, the Red Bull and the sister team, fighting each other out as down to turn 1. These are very clean battles we see here from the pair. This is what we like to see. Jacob down the inside into turn 3, and he takes that. But now I think Lex has the DRS on him. I think that's the case, and that will be the case, I believe. No. Oh yeah, he will have the DRS, but I think it's too far back. It's Icy's fighting, and Leclerc gets past him. But if they're smart, they're just gonna keep it simple, not fight too hard, and just drive in the DRS train and get through them. It's obviously now behind Cloudy. He's out of the DRS. Cloudy currently, but yeah. Sad to see him drop back after having a very good qualifying. But nothing can go your way in racing. Sometimes you can go your way, sometimes you can't. As we have a little bit of a train here. From as Carnaby, also falling back down to P10. Sven and Ruben are fighting in the background. Sven getting past Ruben, heading for for Maggots and Baggots. As Marmalade has at P12, and one of the Mercedes reserves is down to P20. As it's gonna. This is the grid that we have. It's nothing too special. It's probably gonna be the arrest train for the last. Steffi Boy getting a physical type penalty, going wide in so I assume. Penalties are probably gonna play a huge factor. As Lexi and Jacob are still fighting. Jacob landing Lexi past on the main straight. As we see Finn spin in just a couple of last corners, as these fights we're seeing here are pretty nice, especially between Lexi and Jacob, and the rest is also fighting very cleanly, as we see. So a lot of drivers in this fight. We're right about with Steffi Boy at the moment. We see Chalk it down, go the inside. Steffi saw a move, a little bit of a touch. As we see also Lewis trying to overtake, and Steffi squeezing him onto the gravel. It's not so nice, Steffi, but yeah, it happens. This overhead shot will examine this beautiful with 6 cars in less than 2 seconds of each other. Yeah, Lewis is down to P7, Top G is P8. Carnaby is now falling back, is fighting with Cloudy. We're gonna go quickly look at the positions. We see that Leclerc has an amazing start, is up to it's up in the top 5. As same go, Carnaby lost all his places off him, and the rain is falling. The rain is falling. We see the rain, but it's not dry enough. I think if some people will go to the pits. Oh no! As Zeal overtakes in the pit lane like a madman, but people are already pitting. This is not smart because it's not wet enough. It's not wet enough. They will lose a significant amount of time if they pit. Oh, so this is gonna be I think we'll see when you see DRS is disabled. That's the ideal time to pit. Right now you're pitting too soon because I think it will around lap 9 it will be soaked. But we'll see what will happen now. Rain maybe came earlier than expected as well. As we see 4 cars in the pits. As we see Gaming Zell, Carnaby, and Alfie, and Swen in the pit. So we'll keep an eye on what they will win. But I think they will lose a significant amount of time. But they're winning time now. No, they're losing time. Zill's losing time on Finn. Yeah, he's losing a lot of time. They went into the wrong time. But yeah, we'll see what will happen actually. Ruben getting past Kobe. As Jacob and Lexi are still fighting. Because DRS is still enabled. And it is, I don't think, you shouldn't pit. Like when it starts raining, you shouldn't pit. Like at all. Maybe a lap later or lap 2 later. Because, we see the rest diving in the pit lane. Everyone's diving into the pits. And the top 2 don't get a 10-second time penalty. They're ghosting in the pit lane. But that is just because Steffi has a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And literally, everyone piles up into the pits. Marmalade stays out. Ruben comes in. Kobe comes in. As Manda D also comes in. Finn is on the inters. Oh wait, Finn went to the mediums. Oh, Finn made a mistake on his lap. But it's still not well enough. Marmalade and Jacob and Lexi are still out there fighting for the lead. As they are still fighting. Oh, Jacob getting a little bit of touch, and the grip is worse. Grip is literally worse. We'll see what will happen as Jacob and Lexi are struggling out there, as they have the better traction. They are on the soft tires, so that will help them a bit. But Offie undercutted some people, but he's now up to P15. But he didn't undercut the rest. He's still behind them by a significant amount. We'll see what will happen when the rain clears and when it really starts to pour down. But it's still not wet enough for Inters. I don't know. I think it's right here to the crossing point. We see yellow in sector 2. As I think it's one of the Hasses. It's yeah. We'll see what will happen, but it's Jacob and Lexi, and they were both going. Now they will go into the pit lane. Marpley is still behind, and he is on the softer tire. We'll see what the times will do. As Ice on the inters, Icy is gaining time. It's now wet enough. Icy is gaining time on Marpley as we speak right now, and I think Jacob and Lexi went in at the perfect time, around lap 9. Lap 8, what my co-commentator Pookie BHL already said, which you can't hear because Discord is a bitch. Just they're getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit validations. But I think this will, as DRS is disabled, and Jacob and Lexi timed this perfectly. As Icy's not, how far is behind? Icy is ahead of his teammate. Icy. But Jacob is not going to give this up without a fight. But and Shark is trying to push, but the guys behind went in on the perfect time. 5 seconds. So this will be difficult, and Marta is in the pit, so he will fall back down to, I think, last place. As yeah, this is gonna be a fun fight. Lexi is ahead of Jacob. Icy jumped his teammate, and Chark is now having to keep Leclerc behind him. Leclerc trying to find his way around the outside. In Jesus, I'm gonna quickly pull up a map of this track because I'm lost at the corners. It's a very difficult and very strange. Very, very tired. Right. Yes, we have track and corner name. This yellow sector, and Swan has retired. I don't know where. Yeah, I did. So yeah, that will be a penalty for him then, because you cannot retire on track. But yep. As Lexi goes a little bit deep going into the club as yeah. Yes, but Jacob is Icy's behind him. So the Red Bulls are currently in top 3 as we speak. The Red Bull teams. So, the rest are not too far off, as Lewis is in P6 currently. Steffi has a 10-second time, which will ruin, but DRS is not, of course, it's not an assistance tool in the wet, so drivers will have a harder time to overtake. But we'll ride on board with Icy, but we expect the rain to clear in about a couple of laps. I think around lap 16 or maybe 18 we're gonna go back to dries, which is worth it. Because if you pit then, I think it's worth to just box for new tires. For the softest compound there is. As Steffi's falling back. I don't know what happened with him. Did he? I think Steffi TP'd. No, he TP'd back. Steffi having Wi-Fi issues is now down to P14. It's all because I don't know what happened there. I think it's his internet not being the best of cars. Which is Steffi just tries to go straight on the Cup's corner, but he doesn't DNF. If he retires on track, then it's good, but if he retires in the pit, then that's okay. As long as he doesn't cause a safety car, then we're all good. Yes, Gonna is now in the train, fighting for P8. As Cloudy Popcorn is 2 seconds behind the top 6. We're all fighting for the win. As we see them going down there into the final 3 corners of the lap. As I don't know, will Steffi retire in the pit lane? I think he will. He has front wing damage, but we'll see what happens. Ruben is behind him. Steffi will go into the pits. I think he will retire his car in the pit lane. So that will be end race for Steffi boy. We'll see. Or he will just go pit and we'll see what we do. I think he will retire after trying to kill himself in Cup's corner. I think that's the best. Sad way to go, but it has to be done sometimes, sadly. As Alfie gets past Carnaby going to the Wellington Strait. Annoying part is this fucking track map is old. Nothing correct is on there. I'm gonna keep this one. Yes. No, this is just a fucking this with I need a good one with corner names and everything. I think this one is good. Yes, now I have the good one. Now I have everything. So I know I'm gonna be a nerd and say every track, every corner name. Like, I know some, but not all of them. So yeah, it's difficult to memorize. I find it fun I can memorize corners of racetracks out of my head, but I cannot memorize a single formula of a math problem. That sounds more like school's problem than me. But actually still holding his way, as nothing has changed so far with the lead. It's hard for drivers to overtake, as Icy is now behind Laxi. CJ's Chark is also not far behind. And one of the Williams drivers is being very solid, especially Yellow in sector 3. I think that's Ruben. No, yeah, I think it's Ruben. I think he had a little bit of a moment. Steffi is still out racing actually track, but he is not having the best of time, I can see here. cutting the grass with his Mercedes, so it will probably be end race for him, so he will probably not cause. As Jacob saw a move on his teammate, down the inside, IC tries it on Lewis, not working out, as Leclerc is falling back a little bit in the train, but yeah, as I think this will be an exciting race, because if you see the top 6 and the top 12, like if you go to see like Steffi gets another 10-second time for speeding in the pit lane. I don't know what he's cooking right now, but yeah, you bet. I hope he retires, because this is not. Yeah, Steffi retired from the session. That's good that he did that. So Steffi is done with this race. I can see that not going his way. Lexi still on this lead. Nothing changed, as I said previously, with the order that significantly. As Charleston and Cloudy are, Cloudy is holding the rest, but Charleston is not getting closer. The same goes for Alfie's behind JC, but Slipstream is helping him. Alfie revving his car into 7th gear, not upshift to 8, even though his car hit 308 kph. Keep it in 5, keep it in 5th in going to clubs. But that's the problem. Also, if you have some drivers don't really know how to use the gears properly, that they shift very aggressively. Like, you can let your engine, you don't need to rev your engine constantly. It's sometimes faster to keep it in a higher gear through certain corners. Like, I almost never use 2nd gear in races or in qualifying. Depends on the corner, but like corners like the Canadian hairpin or the Monaco hairpin, of course I take those in 1st or 2nd gear. But Monaco hairpin is like on the few corners I take in 1st gear. In the whole Canada, in time trial I don't even do that. I take it in 3rd and just drift to the corner because I'm a madman. So Alfie tries to get past JC but gets pushed off a little bit. But this kind of is old fun going for a gap that didn't exist, so there will be track limits for him. So they will roughen his race a little bit. Actually still leading the way with this check. You had such a beautiful camera, I'm gonna get fucked as by not one of the spectators left, so that's not important. But yeah, we'll see when the rain will dry. Then it's gonna be a matter of who's gonna pit first and who's gonna get the best traction. Because don't pit too quick, otherwise you will spin a lot. Yellow, and that's Finn, that's Ruben. And Ruben spins, and I don't know what happened. And Ruben retired on track, and it's over for him with the race. I just trying to go down the inside, going into Stowe. It doesn't work. It doesn't work out from him. But yeah, Ruben also retiring. Clara not having the best weekend again. So that's very sad to see. As a little bit of contact between those. Yeah. If I'm definitely just gonna sell you hell, sign you hell for. Yeah. Yeah, doing team wars now is not a very smart idea. So Lewis, yeah, this is also a good point for Vgpr, closing their gap a little bit on champions. Marbele spun the exit of Maggots and Baggots at the exit of the chapel, I should say, actually. But yeah, it's gonna keep, but I don't know when the rain will stop. I think it will be around lap 16 maybe. Leclerc is falling back a lot, actually. He's now 3.45 seconds behind CJ. Yeah, it's gonna be gets past Alfie going for Cap's corner. But yeah, Sven also left, but Alfie trying to go down the inside. Oh, Alfie, you naughty boy! You do not expect an overtake there in Maggots and Baggots, but he pulled it off. What a mad lad! Holy shit! I did not expect that at all. I expected him to crash, to be honest, but what an overtake for Alfie. Not having the best race, but this will certainly make his day. As Lewis gets past Leclerc, Leclerc losing grip on his tires. He's making mistakes, falling back a lot. Lewis has a 4.1 second gap to Charker, but is already gaining 5/10 in one singular corner section. Leclerc is struggling on the tires, on that grip. He doesn't have his Topsy is now behind him, and Charlester is behind Cloudy Icy and Icy Lexi fighting for the lead now. Lexi losing his whiff on this lead, now behind the Red Bull, as Jacob is too far behind to make a move, but Lexi is gonna stay behind. Does he want to set the pace for this train? He is going for the inside line, and he will take it, but Icy, does he keep it to fight? No, he will let him go, as Charka is also behind him, looking for an overtake. It's very close as Jacob sneaks past his teammate in the inside of left field, but this fight is not going undone as the two titans head to Cops corner. Who's gonna be ahead? It will be Icy still ahead, and Chark had the POV, but I think the sun is coming to come out a little bit. I saw it in the corner of my eye a little bit going through Cops, but this is some very good fighting we see here. As Alfie also got passed. Wait, what happened? Oh, Carnaby got pushed back a little bit. And JC is now ahead of JC. Alfie is now up to P11. Gaming is also his next target. One of the drivers, he has beef a little bit, so I hope they make it clean. If not, they will both be gone. But hey, we'll see what will happen. As not many people have track limit validation. Icy is still behind the rear of Lexi. We'll watch them right now. Oh, look, Lexi going deep. Lexi going deep. And that will grant Icy the lead. As Jacob is also on the gearbox of the Vgpr driver. Lewis is catching up rapidly. Is now 2 seconds behind. As we see Leclerc and Top G fighting in the background. And we'll watch on board with Icy a little bit. We'll get away off the screen. That's Jacob in the inside of turn 3 of the village. Not the best as Chark is now looking for a move. And he has it. Has he done it? He's not done it yet. As going down to the a little bit cut to the Wellington straight. As Charker keeps his head clean. Doesn't make contact, but Lewis is now behind them again. It's lap 16 with 11 laps to go of this chaotic British Grand Prix. As Topsy's fighting with Leclerc still. Cloudy is P8 with Charlester with the Aston Martin still rapid behind him and looking to get that past, but he is sliding everywhere. He's pushing that car. What it's Zero is up to P10. Former is actually ahead of Alfie. As Daisy is a little bit teleporting in the background, we'll see what will happen there. As the rest will just be a strategy, because Icy's pulling away from Lexi. Lexi's struggling. Icy maybe using his battery. We can check. Yeah, he is using his battery a lot. He's now down to 15% battery. So it will be tough for him. I wish we could also change, like, put the thermometer on the Halo, which they also do in real life. As Top G gets past Leclerc, but Leclerc is not giving us up this fight down the inside. He is of a veil, and that is done. And here we go. As Lexi is struggling a lot, but Icy's blasting his battery. So, but Jacob has also blasted his battery. As the rest goes for them, but I think has it stopped? No, it still hasn't stopped raining. I think the rain will dry out a little bit. Oh, Lexi is struggling with his tires, and that gives Jacob the opportunity to maybe get past the V-car. Lexi has led this race for most of the laps, but right now I think he's right there on the grasp of losing his lead, and is second place Jacob cutting across the track to make it on, but is on the outside. But Lexi still has the inside line, but I think it will be done, and Jacob moves up to P2 and is currently a Red Bull 1-2. Lou is not far to behind as well, as Charles is now closer than ever by Top G, as Alfie is also very close to the Alpine. JC's falling back a little bit in the background, but yeah. But he has another battery compared. Yeah, the rest also have a lot. But Charles is using his battery a lot, trying to maybe get past on the hangar straight. We'll see. But yeah, Jacob's now 2 seconds behind his teammate Icy. Can Icy win this Grand Prix? But remember, Red Bull have to double stack when it dries, or maybe one of them goes earlier, which isn't the smartest thing to do, especially in the wet. Because in the dry you can do it, but it's the undercut and then the overcut. Yellow sector 3, as we see somebody. I think it's I don't know who that was. I think it's Charlester, or was it Charker? Chark. You know, CJ spins, and VCarb now have a top 3 and 4. It's currently a Red Bull. It's currently a Red Bull powertrain top 4. It's completely a fight here for P9. For P9. As Alfie's behind Charles, is trying to get into the top 10 to get some good points. Down the inside he goes of Village, and he tries to make it move. He's now on the outside line, and he tries to switch back. Charles to defend it. Wheelbanging is allowed. JC is also now behind Alfie, but he can make it clear as he will stick to his place. As it's still raining, but the thing is, it's still raining, but it will dry up, or will it just stay wet? Because I did put it in right, so I don't know if it's gonna. I think it will dry up a little bit, but we'll see. As Alfie is past it's now up to P10. He's past the Aston Martin, and he's hunting down his former teammate. And down the inside of Cops he goes. Alfie does it, and he makes it stick. But Charlester is also trying to get past him. His wheel to wheel, going from back to back. So Alfie makes it stick. We see, I think it was JC Games going wide. Couldn't handle the pressure, going to back to back. Alfie, the demon of overtakes on Silverstone. He really likes to risk it all. And I don't like it as his team principal. But yeah, Jesus Christ, Alfie, you give me a heart attack. But Alfie now up to P8 is hunting down Cloudy Popcorn. As we see Lexi and Jacob and Lewis getting frisky. Jacob losing 2 places, now down to P4. As the Vgpr now P2 and P3. They are second in the Constructor Championship as we speak. But we'll see what will happen. As also, these are the standings from after Kota. Because the standings of Austria need to be done still. So don't blame me for that. I'm just a man. I'm just a guy. So also the Texas Sprint was not put in because this game is very good. But as we speak, this is without the Texas Sprint. Red Bull leads with a 1-2 in the championship and also leading the Constructor Championship. But Racing Bulls, the Vgpr, is not far behind them. But yeah, this will be a tough weekend for the rest. This Mercedes will not get any points from this race. There are P7 in constructors right now. As Sauber will get pretty good points with Finn and Cloudy both in the points. As Aston Martin P3 in the standings will not get that good of a points. They get the P12 and the P10, which as I could check for y'all, because this point system is not the easiest to learn out of your head. So we go to the Discord, Vgpr, official Vgpr point system. They will get P10 will get 7 points and P12 get 5 points. So that are still 12 points they will get. That's actually a P4 finish. Lexi and Lewis are switching places ahead. But Icy is 5 seconds clear. The rain is still falling down on the rest of us. So we'll see what will happen. Maybe it will dry up at the end. But it's still wet enough. So the dry line is there. Cloudy is now behind. As Cloudy is another as a 3 second time penalty for track advantage. We quickly look at the penalties. As there are 3 seconds and Charles has 6 seconds. So Zil will win a lot of places. We'll finish P7 then. I think he will finish P8 with the penalties. So yeah, the rest of the bottom also have penalties. So we'll see what will happen. The tires are pretty old, so expect a Jacob. Oh, Jacob 3 second time penalty. That is something that will ruin his race, and will make him drop back to P6. And CJ and Leclerc will enjoy that a lot because they will get places from that. As Chark is trying to find a way past by Cloudy. Cloudy defends the inside. Alfie still going for the inside line. Cloudy defending it tightly, but I think Alfie has made the move stick, going into Brooklands and Love Field, and I think he has done it. But Cloudy on the inside still is filing it out like a madman. The two going wheel to wheel, but I think Alfie has the better exit than he does. Alfie is ahead of the Sauber, up to P8 after his traumatic start. CJ getting also 3 second time penalty, so CJ also is kind of fucked by that. And Alfie up into P8 and up into the top, P10 points. P9, he will get 9 points from this. Pardon. And now his next target is top G, but that's 4.6 seconds ahead. So we'll see what he can do. And the rain, as Charleston gets another 3 second time penalty for him, so that's 9 seconds. Icy's enjoying this a lot. And the rain has stopped. It stopped raining. So what will you do? If you're dumb enough, you're going to the pit now because you will lose a lot of time. But it stopped raining, and I do not expect people to drive because you can win a lot of time if it's dry now. You box, but Charleston gets Charles is in the pits. Oh, he's risking it all. Charleston is in the pits, but he will not. I think Charleston will fall back a lot. as Alfie's up to P8 now. Wait, he still was, but that was because Charles went to the pit lane. Top G getting a 3-second time, but so yeah, so Alfie needs to be in 3 seconds, so he will get that place as well. Marplay getting 3 seconds. Carnaby, both asses in the pit lane. Oh, I think this was a very stupid choice from them. Because it's not dry enough. It is not dry enough. Leclerc is past CJ, and that is Leclerc up to P5. But we'll see what will the rest pit. I hope not. I think it will. Same. Let's quickly tell him a message as we see. Yep, one of the Astons spun, so it's not dry enough. I think it's gonna be going wide. It's not dry enough, so that will be it. Carnaby losing his point place. We're pitting to relax. He's thinking about it, but staying out, which is smart to do. Both Vgpr stay out. Will Jacob risk it? Jacob will not risk it. Leclerc, but it is now dry, much drier. But I think as Charker dives into the pit lane, I hope the rest will. I think as McLaren will stay out. And as Cloudy goes into the pits, we see Gaming Zil following him, but I think they're ruining their races by pitting, because it's too wet still. It will not be dry, I think, until like lap 24. And then you have 3 laps again, 60 seconds. Oh, DRS is enabled. No, they went in a very good time, but are they going to win places? So it's now dry. DRS and Carnaby gets a 10-second time for cutting corners, so that is his race over. I know what. Yeah, but we'll see, because CJ is now on dries. He is out on the fresh softs for 5 remaining laps. I think CJ could maybe, I don't know what the gap is. We're going to look what the gap is between him and the leader. It's 35 seconds. He will not get that. He will probably get a P5 finish, but we'll see what will happen. But I think the smartest move now is to stay out. Carnaby retired, and he retired in the pit lane, so he's a good boy. But we'll see what will happen. If you're Laxi, if you're Icy and Laxi, do you stay out and risk it? As the rest, and Alfie getting another 3-second time penalty, so that will kind of ruin his, because he was able to get into close. JC also getting I cut to people and I get track limits. Oh, Charlie, get a track limit, mate. I spectating you now. We'll see what will happen, but I think Charker will finish P5 with his fresh sauce, so we'll see what he will do. He did pit, but we'll see. Leclerc in the pit lane. Leclerc will risk it and go into the pit lane to cover. Yeah, well, CJ is going to be ahead of him, but CJ has the track limit. We'll see what he can do. Fresh softs under the Ferrari, of course. The green light is on, and we'll see what will happen. Charco will probably set a fast step as we speak right now. No, I think he went to the pit lane, and then I think this fast step will be right now. So we'll probably Marley getting fish against Leclerc. Is he ahead? No, Leclerc is not ahead of his rival, but he will end up behind him. How far behind? That's the question. I think it will be. It's still in the penalty range. So if Leclerc stays clean with his penalties, it will help Carnaby has left the session as well. They're retiring from static P3 down to P17 and will not score any points with his DNF. Hill is also, and Leclerc is on softs as well. We'll keep an eye on them, but I think it will be a close call as Lewis is fighting with his teammate. Icy still leading the pack. But both V-Carbs have good amount of battery, especially Laxius is 80% of battery left in that V-Carb. We'll see what will happen. And he's winning he's winning some time on Icy. He's winning. He's won 3/10, but he needs to win way more time trying to catch up. Yes. But we will see what will happen. It's going to be a chaotic final at Charkers and is catching up Finn, and Charker will probably set the fast lap as we speak. Yes, he will. I cannot think because of Finn's penalty. 28.9 for Charker. So 1 extra point from the end of the race he will get. Maybe Leclerc could beat it. Leclerc is catching up a little bit with Charker. He has the Vcar, the Aston, the chasing in front of him. We'll see how much time will win. He can probably win. Probably can be ahead of him as we speak. As Kobe gets past Marley for the point position. Marley on the Inter, so that's not too difficult. Kobe gonna physical time penalty, so that will hurt him a little bit. Lexi is now 2.2 seconds behind. Icy is pushing with his gun. Oh, Icy sliding, and this opens the gap for Lexi to close. And Top G getting another 3-second time. That will be 9 seconds, I think, for him. But Lexi, oh, Lexi, this is gonna be a fight. It's gonna be English. This is gonna be English versus French, just like the Napoleonic Wars. And back at the track, and we're gonna see what will happen. Lexi locking up, but not taking out the former Alpine driver. There's gonna be 2 laps to go. CJ's past is currently past JC, but he has 7 seconds to win to Alfie, who's fighting with Top G for the P5. Yeah, they're both on Inter, so we'll quickly go grab the time penalties. Top G has 12 seconds of time penalties. Yellow sector 3, I think that's one of the Alfie, Alfie will move up to P, will move up a little bit. And Claire fast lap, but I think CJ has a little bit less time, but so I think Alfie will lose the place to CJ on the fresher tires, as I think Leclerc is on the ass. Also, it's also getting pretty close, but there's a fight out here going on. And the sun is out now on the track with 2 laps to go. As Icy is holding up the lead with Lexi not far behind, 2 tenths behind. The mistake cost him dearly. But will this be a French victory for the Frenchman? Or will it be another victory for the British driver on home soil? We'll see. Will it be Red Bull? Will it be Vgpr? It's the 2 teams we all questioned last season. They were the 2 titans. But today, as Lexi opens the DRS, as Icy is fighting it with all his life, but Lexi stays behind strategically, trying to get DRS on the last lap. He's holding up. We're going to the last lap. Also, Top T spun the Cup's corner, and that is him out of the points. Alfie moves up to P5, but Shark is behind him with 2 seconds of a fresh stop. So I think Alfie will lose the place and will finish, I think, around P7, which are good points for him. The final lap is here as the DRS games will start to begin. As we see Lexi on the inside trying to go past the inside, but when will he do it? When will he try to get past? This is a fight for the history of Vgpr, maybe even better than last year's. But Leclerc 28.5 will get the fast lap point, as he's now behind Chark, and Chark needs to defend as well. He's trying to get past Alfie, but Icy needs to defend as Lexi is getting close, but he stays behind. But a little bit of contact between them, no front wing damage from Icy, but we'll see what will happen. As Marble is literally enjoying this fight. He has front row tickets, but he is not allowed to unlap himself until the very end, because that will hinder the drivers. Actually, if he tries to unlap himself, but we'll see what we'll do. Though the Cup's corner will, he is going through them, so he is ahead. But that will give Icy DRS actually. Oh, so Lexi needs to make it though. No, I think will he get DRS? I think he will not. Yes, but now it's a slipstream. But who will get on top? It's gonna be close. But it's not gonna be enough. As Lexi tries to go around the outside, Icy is holding him up, but it is 1 last corner to go. I'm running aboard with him right now. He's trying to go down the inside. He makes the move, done, and he sticks it. But Icy's not getting this up to a fight, and Lexi spins too aggressive, and Icy will win the British Grand Prix at home track. At his home track, as Lexi will finish P2. Lewis is P3, Jacob is P4, as Alfie will go down to P6. Alfie spun! Alfie has a puncher! Oh no! Alfie getting a punch on the last lap of the Grand Prix. Taking his car home after being P5. He needs to settle for P10. A puncher ruining his race. Oh, and nearly. Tucker coming home on with a puncher as the rest will line up on the grid. But I see winning for Red Bull, but I think Lexi will not be happy because his team principal kind of fucked him by overtaking. And this will be something to speak about, but Alfie getting a puncher. Oh my god. This was a chaotic British Grand Prix as we expected it. But it will be Icy who stayed out and will get a win. Alfie DNF'd on track, but he will still get his points from Britan. As Finn still needs to make across the finish line. Finn, come up, mate. No, it's Top G that needs to do. Top G, mate. What the oh, Top G as well has a puncher. Oh yeah. Top G. If you just keep doing this, then you're just dick. You know that. Top G. This is not a smart thing to do, mate. Because this. Yeah. I get it. You have a penalty, but yeah. Race is finished, as it will be Alfie is now says his P14, but he will get his points. As the race is finished, IC gets his maiden victory in Silverstone at his home track.